Okay. All right, let's start. How's everyone doing? Can everyone hear me okay? Is this, yeah, it's cold. It's very cold. Holy shit, we got a lot of you. I am not going to be able to keep up with this. Keyboard Dad, Nyxkeys. Of course, Shiva is first. Gavat, Vice, Sinister, Keep Science, hello. 3D, Loic, thank you very much, guys. Wow, we got a turnout. Rufus shaking his butt. It's pretty good. Nice. Beautiful. How's the audio, guys? Let me know if music is too loud, not loud enough. We're gonna actually start off with two type tests just to make sure that that's working out, and then we'll jump into it. Music could be turned up a bit. Okay. How's that? I don't want it to be too loud. Yeah, there's music. Hey, clip. Okay. Okay. Mr. Rotkid, welcome. Okay, let's do a quick test. Quick sound test before we get into the build. Alright, so on the desk we have the Secret 65. This is the new 65 group buy from Keybay Tech, which is obviously one of the channel sponsors, with KKB Jindo. This is the green Verdant Halo, I think. It's pretty cute. And we have, I think, the Valerian light tactiles in here, and then obviously it's a top mount board. So let's see how it is. All right. Where did I put? Where's monkey type? There you are. All right. Let's see how the type test goes. Did that come through okay? Let's see. Alu plate. So it's alu plate on, so Secret is isolated top mount only. I've tinkered with it quite a bit, and so there's 4 mounting points on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's 4. And then there's 4 on the bottom, and there's 2 here, and there's 2 here. And so, I kind of played around with it a bit because the length of the screws are a little bit too long, and so it only allows you to do isolated top mount. If you take the gaskets off, the screws will essentially have too much room and the plate will rattle. So I have some aftermarket screws that are a little bit shorter that allowed me to do pure top. So I experimented with pure top and isolated top, and the favorite that I had was doing the gaskets on the top and gaskets on the bottom here, but then I went pure top here. And it seemed to give me a really nice loud spacebar, which I like, with a little bit of a more chilled rest of the board. Hearing this makes me sad. Yeah, Rakiv. It'll be a fun board. I know for sure Chester's gonna have extras, for sure. I don't know how many though, because I think the group buy basically almost maxed out his MOQ, and I think it was only 100 that were made. So we'll see. Okay, so audio's good. Let's get started. Okay. Let's take a look at the board. Okay. So Nyxkeys is one of the channel sponsors. I did pay for the board, but they are one of the sponsors, so we'll just call that out. Athena65 is their first board. Let's go look at the product itself. It's a gasket mount, and there's a few interesting choices. So when I really like a board, I go a bit nutty with the options for the board, and so we'll have to make a few decisions today on how we want to configure it because we've got a bunch of extra parts. So on the board, let's see. So one choice is going to be the back weight. We have alu or copper weight choice. Another one is going to be on the accents. There's a couple accents on the side, black and copper accents. And then the last choice on the board itself is going to be on the knob, whether we do knob or not, and whether it's a copper knob or a black knob. And then obviously there's the standard choices of switches, keycaps, plates, all of that. So we'll see how it goes. Let's get to it. Where is? There we go. Okay. Oh. All right. So, it came in a pretty big box actually. So we had the keyboard, but then there were a bunch of little extras that came on the side. Shiva really went all out with this. The packaging is super nice. So, first up we have. This is like a little artisan. I think it's enamel, right, Shiva? It's an alu keycap with enamel on it. But it's like super cute. Maybe we use it. We'll see. This was not a part of the group buy, but this is something we might want to use today. It's some brass patina artisans. I'm not sure if we want to use it. Depends on the keycaps that we go with, but they're pretty sweet. Hey, Keep Dweeb. Thanks for joining, man. All right, this is the knob. So this is, because it's a burgundy board, so this is the burgundy knob with obviously the black, not the copper. And I'm assuming this one is the copper one. Let's see. Forgot about the music. Yeah, so this is copper knob with red again. Oh, hey Bob, how you doing? Aaron, a bunch of you joined in. Nice. Okay, let's open. So obviously I did open this up before just to make sure everything was here. First off, we have the alu weight. Oh. Oh. This is heavy. Okay. Let's get some space. Okay. So there's a cat and a dog. Whenever I talk in this room, if I'm on meetings, the cat takes it as her personal invitation to come join, and her usual spot is right here on the side. So it's possible at some point you're going to hear a little squawk like a dying bird, just a mwah, and then we're going to have a cat roll up. Okay, let's do this. So all I did was basically open it up just to make sure that everything was here, but I didn't actually look at everything too closely. Okay. I think I need... Do I need more mods? No, Glenn's here. Nice. Oh, Scrubs, thanks for joining. All right, these are the copper accents that I talked about earlier. I'm actually not sure if we want to use these. Once you guys see the board and the keycap selection, you'll see if you want to use them or not. But it's like just straight up copper accents. I'm kind of leaning towards no, but we'll see. Then we have, I think this is the weight. Yeah, this is the black alu weight. What is the other option? The copper looks nice. So it's a burgundy board with black alu. So the accents right now are black, and there's a black alu weight, and then there's copper weight, copper accents. So this is just the standard black weight. My board is 78 of 100, batch 1. It's got a nice little thing there. That's the weight. Yeah, burgundy and black. I dig it too. There's something really nice about it. I tried to pick keycaps. We're gonna have to choose. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets that we can choose from, and I'm actually a little bit torn. I'm not sure what order we wanna go in. Okay, that's beautiful. So I haven't actually opened it yet, but I don't know, this color. I dig it. Like, it's a really nice, yeah, it's nice. It's hard to explain, because when I saw the board on Alex's stream last year, I liked it. I liked it a lot. But there's something about it in person. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, I really like it. Okay, yeah, it's like a dark cherry keyboard, Dad. You're right. Okay, so I got a little card from them. So they did this with I think all their orders. So we got a little like metal card that I've already fingerprinted up with my name, my number, little authenticity card, which is like pretty sweet. And then I got a little handwritten note. Shiva got a little bit personal in here. There's some stuff that I don't know if I should read. Dear Naveed, you're amazing. You're so cute. This is too much, guys. I don't know if I can. I'll put this later. Okay. Plate fork. Screenshot time. Okay. Oh. PCB. Nice. Now, I'm actually not sure. We have a few different options for gaskets, 80, 60, and 40. I guess that'll depend on the plate and switches that we choose. And then we have a few different options for plates. So we have alu, PP, and I think PC. And then obviously a foam kit that I'm hoping to not use. So we'll put that here for later. Use the foam right into the trash can. Yeah, thanks, dude. Oof. This is my favorite part. Oh. Oh, that is nice. Can you see the engraving? Can you see the owl? Kind of can, right? Yeah, you kind of can. I don't know, this is, like, in person, it's almost, you know what? It's kind of, okay, hold on. I was going to say, it's kind of like the red-brown of the oblique. Okay. So, it's similar, but, like, the oblique is a bit darker. It's a bit more on like the brown side, and the Athena's a bit more on the red side. Very nice. Hey, Random. Thanks for coming in, man. No worries. Busy with the kids. Wanted to pop by. I hope you have fun. Thanks, dude. Oh, hey, K-Tech's here. Hey, guys. Matt's here. Holy shit. Wow. All right. So this is the red brown of the oblique versus. I think this is the closest that I have on color. Is probably this one. I don't have a lot of red boards. Shoot, where do I put this now? Okay. So, what do you guys think? Do you want to take this whole thing apart, like take the weight apart, and actually look at it more closely, or do you want to just jump into the build? You tell me. I'm not sure. I could go either way. Pressure is on. Yeah, it's a big group. Big group. Undress her slowly. Take it apart. Definitely take the weight off. With your mouth. Tease us a little. Oh, chat is dirty. Okay, let's take it apart. Okay. Okay. Which one? I think it's here. It would behoove you to take it apart. Oh my God, Buttermuffin's here. So, I'm pretty sure my wife is watching, and Buttermuffin is my best friend / brother. He's a horrible human being, so don't make friends with him. Don't say hello to him. He was just the only one that would take me as a friend, so let's, give him credit for that. Okay. Wrong size. Whore! Okay. Alright. So I actually do, I work in marketing now. I used to work in sales. And so I'm pretty used to talking in front of people. Like I used to do presentations and stuff in front of, clients and customers and things like that. So I've been doing something like this for a long time, but I still get nervous every time. Doesn't matter what the thing is, whether I've done it 1,000 times or not, I still get nervous every single time. All right, so here's our copper weight. It has like a pretty decent heft to it. It's actually, I don't know. I think I want to use the copper weight regardless. I wish I could do polls. I think you have to be an affiliate to do polls, but if you guys want to throw in your kind of quick vote now on copper versus black alu weight, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 choices of switches. Oh, you know what? Okay, very quickly, let's pause this. Hold on. Okay, so the way that I like to go about builds and the way that I'm thinking doing these streams moving forward. So essentially, I never start with like a predefined choice of what I want to do. So it's never like, okay, we're doing this keycap set with whatever this set of switches. It's never like that. I always walk in with a set of switches, like a pool of switches that I want to use. And those are essentially determined by switches that are in my backlog. So I have a backlog of switches. Switches come in and I haven't used them. And the way that I do it is I have to use the switches I haven't used before I'm allowed to go to the library. And the library's back there, right? So like all the switches that I have used are in the closet, and the switches that I haven't used are over there. So so that's how I do it with switches. Then with keycaps, I usually have a pool of keycaps that I think will work. And then once I build it all, I kind of go and see what are the keycaps that I want to use. So the way that I was planning to do these is essentially every choice that we have to make, we make it together. So, the plate choice, the switches, the keycaps, we'll kind of figure it out as we go because this is how I build boards. I don't decide any of this in advance. So I guess the first choice that we're going to have to do since we're here is going to be the weight because I don't want to take it apart once we put it back on. So we have the copper weight here and then we have the alu weight here. For those that are wondering the switch choice, the choices later are going to be the Keepscape Snow. What was it? Snow Crash, the Sunset Gleam V2, the Cherry Blossoms. These are all stock. Hand lubed Gateron Pluses, the yellow HMX Wuche Arowanas, HMX Snowfall Tactile, and then shoot, what's the last one? It's one that Mikey gave me. It's like the old school Tactile. I forget what it's called. It's like the old school, super popular Tactile. Anyways, those are the switch choices. So we have like one or two full travel and a bunch of long pulls. So right now we got to figure out what the weight is, and then we'll keep moving forward with pulling this apart. Oh, okay, so we got one for copper. Buttermuffin doesn't want to share. We have a vote for Snow Crash and Gleams. So for the switches, what we're actually going to do is we'll decide what the initial is, and then if we don't like the initial vote, we'll test out and do sort of like a live test of the other switches. No, it's not Gazoo. It's not U4T. It's that super popular. It's like that Franken switch Tactile from like ages ago. It was super popular for a while. I forgot what it's called though. Oh, hey, Shy. Holy Panda. That's the one. That's it. It's Holy Panda. It's the drop.com Holy Panda switch. That's the last choice. Thanks for stopping by, Shy. Thank you very much. It's good to have you. Okay. I don't know why I'm not using the little screw tray. Okay. Okay, let's see. Yeah, all right. So this is these are the accents here. You can see them. That's where the accent gets screwed in. Okay. Nice. Huh. Very cool. I keep forgetting about the music after I pause it. All right, so that's our top, and this is our bottom. Pretty simple. So I saw a few votes for copper, and no one was saying alu. So let's just slap the copper back on. Okay. Hormus Sabzi for dinner, by the way. All right. There is a 50% chance I'll be there. Let's see. Okay. So while I'm doing this, I'll move on to stabs in a second. The next choice is going to have to be, I think, plate and switches. Plate and switches. Whew. Too much. Sorry about that. Okay. What do we got for plate? Options for plate are PP plate, alu plate, and a PC plate. And we're going to get started on stabs. How do you guys typically do stabs? Does anyone have a preference? I'm actually trying to try something different. Typically, I just use 205 on the housing and dielectric grease on the wire with my little Whiplash lube brush. I think Whiplash is actually opening up tomorrow, their grand reopening, and they are Portugal, European store that does shipping to Canada, and I think they specialize in unlubed cherry switches. They're the ones behind the Firefinches. Okay. What am I gonna need? Where did I put? Nice. Yeah, Whiplash is Portuguese. Nice. Dielectric, I don't use at all in modern stabs. So my favorite stabs are maze stabs. I've actually recently started to experiment a little bit with putting them in without lubing them at all. And it's a bit of a gamble, but sometimes it legit works. Sometimes when I'm lazy, I don't do it. I saw DY actually do that in a stream last year where he basically didn't lube anything. I think all he did was a little bit on the wire, but then nothing else. And ever since I saw that, I thought that I wanted to try it. Okay, so I need a little bit of help, actually. I'm not sure how I want to config this. So if you don't know, and actually let's go back. Give me a second, because this PCB, the way that they have it set up, it's a bit non-traditional when it comes to the spacebar and the bottom row mods. Where is it? So anyways, as you can probably see, even with a 7U spacebar, so the 7U basically has 2 on the right and 2 on the left, and the 6U has the traditional 3 on the left and 2 on the right. So I'm actually not sure if I want to do 7U or 6.25 on this board. Normally I do 7, but for this one I'm not sure. So if you guys have a vote, now's the time, because we're going to get to the stab pretty soon. I'm honestly leaning towards 6 because 6 is the more traditional, and I'm not sure if I can do 2 keys on the left because the 7U setup only has control. 7U or go home. God damn it! I knew it. I knew. Because everyone here, or probably everyone here, is the win keyless crowd, so they don't care if they miss their win key, but man, it's gonna hurt. Ugh. Alright, Aaron votes for 7U2. I'm in so much trouble. God damn. K-Tech, I would never kill my win key. Yeah, me too. But the way we're gonna do this is we're gonna go with the vote every time. So let's get started. So just because I want to give it a good showing, I'll do this properly, and I'll actually lube everything up. Sometimes, like I said, when I'm by myself, I just go nothing. So we'll see. Normally we go pretty fast. 7U is for communists. Dude, you don't even know. Freaking Buttermuffin is literally just here because it's my first stream and he's here to support. Dude doesn't know anything about 7U, 6U, and he's freaking voting. Who's out the door, by the way?
Me.
You want to come in?
No.
No. Okay. My wife is outside listening in.
The Discord doesn't work.
The what doesn't work?
The Discord. I can't get in.
What do you mean the Discord doesn't work?
My account is not working.
Oh, okay. You know you don't need an account, right?
What?
You don't need an account to watch on Twitch.
Fucking kidding.
Yeah, you can just watch normally.
I didn't know that.
She didn't know that. Yes, yes, my love. My wife hates, so the office here is in the basement, and it's like dark and cold and like whatever, right? It's not a fresh location, and she absolutely hates it down here. Hates the basement. So the fact that she's outside listening in because she thought that you needed an account to watch on Twitch is very cute. My wife is the best. Okay, let's take a look. What are the votes? Vote 1 for 7U, 2 for 6U, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. So Butter Muffin is literally just talking shit to talk shit. That is fucking classic Charlie. Oh my god. I did forget to mention that the board also does have a dual 3U? Whatever. There's a Alice, you can use Alice bars or like 3U bars or whatever, but that's not an option. We're not doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Conan, thanks for dropping by, man. Okay. So, Glenn, what's the total, man? How many are we at? I see a lot of 2s, but a couple. Looks like it's 2, right? Your wife texted me to ask what's the Twitch link. Wife, are you still out there?
Yeah, Kelly sent me the link.
Okay, it's twitch.tv/u/Navid the Keeb guy.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay. So I'm not an affiliate, Shy. In order to run a poll, you need to be an affiliate. And in order to be an affiliate, you need a minimum of 50 followers. You have to have streamed 8 hours and something else. Don't use my real name. People are watching. Yes, sir. You just want me to say Buttermuffin out loud. That's literally the only reason you're saying that. And then what he's going to do is that he's going to record my voice calling him Buttermuffin out loud, and he's going to make it his ringtone. And so then anytime I call him, it's going to go, hey, Buttermuffin. Hey, Buttermuffin. Hey, Buttermuffin. It's literally the only reason you're doing it. Oh, Mr. Scooped Bar has joined us. Thank you very much, Mr. Scooped. This is the second sponsor that's joined in. I don't know if you guys were aware, but Jeff has kindly agreed to sponsor the channel. Don't ask what that means. But whatever, it's cool, right? You want to butter my muffin. Oh my god. How much? Okay, so my best friend Buttermuffin has 2, so my goddaughters are his kids, right? And there's probably a 50% chance that the oldest one is watching right now. And tonight when I go over for dinner, of which there is a 50% chance I will not, she's going to be talking about how I called her dad Buttermuffin. Now, there's this little kind of running gag that we have where when we go there, we essentially, let's just for the sake of this story, let's call her Jennifer, whatever, Bertha. You know what? Let's call her Bertha. So, Buttermuffin's daughter, Bertha, we have this running gag where my wife and I walk up to her and we go, hey, did you know that Amu Navid, Amu is uncle in Persian, did you know that Amu Navid drank a lot of coffee and then pooped his pants? And then she'll go, ha 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 ha, and then she'll go run and tell her little sister that Amu Navid drank a lot of coffee and pooped his pants. And so I'm pretty sure that at this point, as she's 4, by the way, I'm pretty sure at this point it's no longer a joke. Like the narrative, the core memory that has unlocked for her is that when she was 4 years old, I drank too much coffee and I pooped my pants. So on one hand it's funny, but on the other hand, like, I wonder, and I've talked to my wife about this. I wonder if, like, one day when she's 20 years old, like, she's in, like, college, she's a full grown adult, I wonder if she'll walk up to me and be like, hey, I'm a Navi. Remember when I was younger and you pooped your pants? I didn't actually tell anyone. I kept your secret. And this is like a fully grown 20-year-old telling me about this false freaking thing that just became reality because my wife told her every single time we see her that, hey, I'm a Navid, drank too much coffee, and pooped his pants. Yeah. I mean, who hasn't had too much coffee and pooped their pants at least once in their life? Okay, so I have some stories that I want to tell you that I don't think I have the permission to tell you because the people who those stories involved are on the call. But what I can tell you is that I haven't. Well, I don't know. I guess that's who you choose to believe. Because I bet right now, the second I said I haven't, my goddaughter Bertha is looking at her dad and saying, "Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did." So, did I make a mistake? No. No, I didn't. Okay, we're good. Oh, we're good. 26 viewers. I thought it was a fart. It is a fart. Keybox. Oh, hey, Keybox. Welcome, man. For those that don't know, Keybox is the Keybox plate cutting guys. He runs keybox.com, I think. They do the plate cutting. I've gotten a bunch of my plates off him recently. And he's from China, by the way. So, like, the dude gotta run. Congrats on the... Oh, Shy, thanks, man. Enjoy. So the dude is in China, and I told him, I was like, hey, I'm going to be streaming. It'll be my first time. It would be great if you came by to watch. It'd be great to have you. And I didn't know where he was at the time, but apparently it's like 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning for him right now. So thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. It's great. Okay. Do we do dielectric grease on the wires, or do we go 205? I'm thinking go. All right, we got 1 vote for 205. Dielectric, BDZ. I have BDZ. Another for grease. So we got 2 for grease, 3 for grease. Looks like grease is it. All right. Okay. I think it's so cute that my freaking wife was just sitting outside the office because she thought you needed a Discord account to watch the stream. That is very cute. So for those that didn't hear, the next stream next week is going to be the NV70. That's the new GDK Labs FRL TKL board. The week after that is going to be the DK1 TKL. So obviously the NV70, it's in group buy starting tomorrow. That's one that Chester Kibe is going to be sending me. The DK1 TKL is the group buy that ran last year. And that one I got myself. But it'll be fun to build it. And then after that, we have the Class 65 V3 by MM Studios. That one I also got on group buy. It's sitting right over there. That'll be the week after. And then after that, we'll see. Bit of an unknown. Oh, fuck me. Look. I wasn't paying attention and I did them backwards. classic, you know. Okay. Hmm. Daughter hears that F moment. I knew she was there. I had a feeling. Amunavid said a bad word. Yeah, I did. I won't do it again. You're in trouble, Amunavid. Yeah. Yeah. Is this the one that thinks I pooped my pants, or is this the other one? I missed it. Can you say it again? Oh, hey, Toe Popper's here. Welcome. Thinks or knew? I mean, I guess that depends on who you ask, because the narrative is pretty strong, and right now everyone knows I pooped my pants, whereas I think I didn't. So I guess that depends on what the lore is. Hell, I think you pooped your pants. Thank you, Buttermuffin. Guys, he said he thinks, so he's not sure. I mean, okay, at a certain point, if everyone's telling you that you did something and you're the only one that thinks you didn't, at a certain point, right, you do start to doubt a little bit. So maybe I did poop my pants. Oh, guys, I am really. So this is a 65. We have a left shift, we have an enter, and we have a backspace. Those are the two U's that we needed to build. And this is what we built. All right. Yeah. So we're gonna have to take one apart. Also, what was the results of the vote? I think I missed it. Are we going 6.25 or are we going 7? Did anyone remember? Okay. 6.251. But then Keep Dude says 7 you won. Okay. Okay. 625. So this is normally how I check the wire. I got the little Geon tweak board, and I just kind of if there's a bit of an imbalance, and this one's actually pretty good, but if there's a little bit of an imbalance, I basically just kind of hang it over the edge a little bit, as you can see, and I just kind of like bend it down a bit. And that's how I tune my wires. Nice. Perfect. Time to flip a coin. Yeah, because you know what? I need to hit affiliate and then I'll start running polls. I'll change my vote from 7 to 6.25. Yeah, I think we're just going to go with 6.25. I'll go with, I'll trust Glenn. Glenn is like, so Glenn is interesting. And I'm not going to go into too much details because you kind of got to earn the Glenn lore. Glenn lore is like a whole thing, but I would really, really recommend for those of you that are curious to join the Nyxkeys Discord or my Discord, but he's more active on the Nyxkeys Discord, and just kind of hang around, and you'll sort of just pick up the Glen lore. But there's like parts of it that are like super sad, but there's also parts of it that are freaking hilarious. So Glenn is kind of like the king or queen of these boards. Like this board that we're building, Glenn has like 10 of them, something like that, like a crazy number of them. And I was on a voice chat with him once, and this was because he runs a D&D on the Nyxkeys Discord. They do like a weekly D&D thing. And so the first time I heard Glenn, he had just gotten out of surgery, which is also part of Glenn lore. Hold on. And so Glenn was just talking like this. Gently. Gently talking. And being the most wonderful dungeon master. Gently guiding a group of 10 rambunctious men and women through this campaign with his beautiful, soothing voice. Oh, Glenn. Glenn did things to me with that voice of his. Like, I really love Glenn. I really love Glenn. What a guy, honestly. Honestly, everyone should get to know Glenn. Everyone needs a Glenn in their life. What the hell? Yeah, everyone needs a Glenn. Okay. Stabs are gonna go in. Let's do this. Okay. Wire. Whisper like that again, but say I shit my pants. You know what? I will, but you gotta give me something. I'm not doing that for free. Okay. This. Yeah, that's good. Just is the right way? Yeah, it's the right way. Okay. Oh, man. Did I? No, we got it. We're good. We're good. Did I mess it up? But I didn't. Okay. Last but not least. Wait. That is the wrong way. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Nice. I have 2 Glens and 1 DMs for me as well. I don't get it. Glen glazing is always encouraged. It really is. Okay. Alright. Alright, now's the time for the plate choice. We have, so it's a gasket mount board, and we have 80, 60, and 40A gaskets. I don't have, the stiffest I have is alu, and that's what I'm defaulting towards. I'm not a huge fan of plastic plates. I got them anyways, but I'm thinking we go alu. So I'm going to have a sip of coffee, and anyone that violently disagrees with alu has 30 seconds to chime in. Otherwise, we're going to go alu. Is Scrubs who I think it is? I don't know who you think Scrubs is. Okay, PP plate with 40A, PP, 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 PP plate with 60A. Everyone wants PP plates. Interesting. I would have thought alu would win. Oh, I forgot about music again. There we go. No, okay. We'll go alu. We will go alu. Aluminum or aluminium? I think that depends on who you ask. So, for those that don't know, I grew up in Hong Kong, and I went to international schools when I was there. And what that means is that for the first 14 years of my life, whatever, I had a British accent for most of it. And so I actually legitimately used to say aluminium. Okay. Alright, switch choice. This one is going to be a little bit more difficult. Okay, so we have Snow Crash, Sunset Gleams V2, HMX Arowana Yellow, Cherry Blossoms, drop.com switches that I forgot before that you reminded me of, and then I forgot again. Gateron Plus, hand lubed. HMX, heavy tactile, Holy Pandas, thanks Rufus, that's the one. And Snowfalls. So these are the choices. I do have calligraphies, but those are not on offer right now. I have to work through the switch backlog, and these are all the switches in the backlog because I have not actually tried them or put them in the board. What's black and white bottom left? That is the Snow Crash, Keepscape Snow Crash. So if we are going to organize them a little bit, we have the RBO full travel switches here. We have the tactiles on the right here. And then we have the other long pole linears here. I actually don't remember if these are full travel or not. They are full travel. Okay, so this is the full travel stack. So we have the Snow Crash, Gateron Plus Hand Lube, Stock Blossoms. We have HMX Yellow Arowana, Sunset Gleam V2 as our linear long poles. And then we have the Holy Pandas from Drop. This was, by the way, a gift from Mikey, so are the Arowana, so thank you very much, dude. And then we have the Snowfall HMX Tactiles. Okay, so we have one for Snow Crash, one for Gleam, another for Snow Crash, another for Snow Crash, another for Arowana. Nav, your lack of same switch can... Okay, you know what? Hold on. Okay. They're the same. It's just they're expensive. So these are the ones that I typically get. It's this one, and I have a crap load of them in the closet back there. But they're expensive. Like it's like $30-40 for a pack of 10, something like that. And I ran out, and I want to order more. So for now, the backlog has these mixed containers. Looks like Snow Crash is the winner. Okay, Keepscape Snow Crash full travel. Okay, imagine saying crap load after the stories in this stream. Yeah, that's actually really funny. I don't know if I should have told that story, but I kind of felt like I had to. It was a moral obligation, I think. Okay. So I don't think anyone here is a beginner in board building, but I think these switches don't actually... Yeah, these are pretty chill, so we're going to skip the plate fork. But if you're new, which I don't think anyone here is, but whatever, if you're new, don't skip the plate fork. Nice. Charles, the day you build... Okay. Alright. Now, this won't take us too long. I need to know, though, what kind of gaskets you guys want to use. So I've actually never used these Snow Crashes before. That's why they're in the backlog. So we have Snow Crash on alu plate. Now we're forced into gasket because that's the mounting of the board. I'm leaning towards the 80As, like the stiffer gaskets, but I thought someone said 40s. So I'm open to it. You guys let me know. No, keep doing. I have a bunch of plate forks. I appreciate it, man. I also got one with the Nyxkeys build. I just don't think it needs to be used this time around specifically. Yeah. Okay. lost power? Because I think it's basically freezing cold over the whole North American continent. Okay. ADA is good if you prefer bounce, then go 40. No, I typically like stiffer boards, stiffer type feels. So if there's a top mount option, usually I start off with top mount. Yeah, okay, we'll do 80. Oh, you know what? Do we go knob or no knob? No knob, no knob. Always knob. Okay. We have 2 no knob, so let's continue with our no knob ways. And pin. No knob, more clack. Alright, we got 1, 2, 3. We got 2 knobs, 3 no knobs. Alright, no knob it is. We can put the knob in later. Another no knob. Alright, no knob. No knob it is. Okay. So, I think if we're going to decide on the accents, whether we do copper accents or the black that are already installed, we need to decide on keycaps, which are going to be coming up pretty soon. Keycap choices. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets we can choose from. Kikobo Violet on Cream, Kikobo Jataka, Kikobo Dolch? Is that Dolch? No, Wob. Wob. And then we have Modern Materials Stone, GMK, and then we have GMK Evil Dolch. So, Evil Dolch, Modern Materials Stone, Siege, White on Black, Jataka, or Violet on Cream. Those are the choices. Okay. We have one for modern. We have one for stone. The plate in PCB is at risk of being destroyed by the silverback strength. Thank you very much. I actually have not been going to the gym as frequently lately. I used to go 4 or 5 days a week. But lately I have not been sleeping super well, and so I've not been as consistent. Normally my wife and I actually go together, but as you may know, I'm expecting a baby boy, and so she's been a bit more tired. And when she's tired, I'm usually a little bit less motivated to go these days. Okay, this is actually interesting. So if you look, because there's a lot of layout compatibility on the PCB, they actually mounted the switches, like the sockets are mounted sideways across the bottom, which I actually haven't seen before across the whole bottom, so I'm curious how it will sound. And we went with L1, L2 mod, L3 mod. Okay. So I think it's here. Is that right? Yeah, that looks right. Okay, for keycaps. So we got one for stone, one for siege, 2, 3, 4 for evil dolch. 4 for evil dolch. Okay. 4 or 5 days. Would have thought you went 7 days a week with those guns. Yeah. Actually, when I was in my 20s, I used to go more. Oh, hey, Levi. Thanks for joining. Yona V, just dropping in to say hi. I'll catch the VOD later. Thanks, man. Probably gone by now, but still. Okay. Let's do it. Okay. noise when I was putting them in. And I just wanted to check to see if they're actually properly seated or not. The one thing that you guys don't get to choose is whether we go stepped or regular, because I just like regular. I think it sounds better most of the time. Okay. Let's see. Regular game. Really? You know, it's like a bit of a interesting, funny thing. Like, there's certain kind of commonly accepted things where I feel like in the hobby, most people prefer win keyless. I feel like most people prefer stepped. Most people prefer 7U. What seems to be true is that every kind of option that is not the normie kind of basic standard option seems to be where people end up. And that hasn't been true for me. The only one that I have kind of fallen in line with is the 7U spacebar thing. That seems to be my preference, mostly for sound. But I'm not on what I think is the majority side when it comes to win key versus win keyless. I definitely prefer win key, and I definitely prefer regular caps. Oh, interesting. So you're both win key and regular, Cube Dweeb. Huh. Buttermuffin has no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'll point it out once we have the board built. Okay. I thought I saw stats that barely anyone does win keyless in reality. So I think the difference for me and what I'm talking about is what the enthusiast, active side of the hobbyist, so like the people that you interact with on Discord, the ones that I would consider to be, you know what, this is interesting. I think I was having a chat with Phoenix about this, but I don't actually remember who it was. And it was about what percentage of the hobby is enthusiast but not on Discord. And in my head, for some reason, I always thought that the most obsessed, like the most obsessed, enthusiastic, whatever, enthusiast side of the hobby was like mostly the people on Discord. And whoever I was talking to, I don't remember who it was saying that there's a huge silent majority of like actual enthusiasts that are in love with these boards but are not active on Discord. And that never really made sense to me. I always thought it was more enthusiasts on the Discord side, but maybe not. Thanks for stopping by, Topopper. Appreciate it, man. Okay. Buddy who got me in isn't on Discord at all. I wasn't on Discord for years and was enthusiast level. Huh. Interesting. I think people can't grasp just how many people there are out there in general. Huh. Sinister, it's Snow Crash. HMX, Cubescape, Snow Crash switches. Those that show up on Discord is just a small percentage of the whole. So, I don't know, because like I'm sure that's true to some extent. Okay, I'm sure that's true to some extent, but like I always thought that the people that were active on the servers on Discord were were representative of what the broader preferences of the hobby were. So like, for example, if the people you encounter seem to overwhelmingly be in favor of like a win keyless layout, then I used to think that means that even the silent majority, or the group that are like not as vocal, they also were into win keyless boards. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah, so like the thought process for me is like, because like when you look at some of the sales numbers that you see for like keycaps and boards and stuff, like when the designers post the sales numbers like in the middle of a group buy, like whatever, like the MOQ is, let's say, 250 for like a GMK set. I don't know what the real number is, and you see that it's like, okay, 90 people bought it, 100 people bought it. Like where are those 100 coming from? Are those 100 people that are active on Discord, or is it like only 20 people on Discord and the rest are off? That's the part I'm not sure about. I don't even know if there's a way to get the answer. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Where did I put? Guys, I lost the keyboard. Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry about the noise. I feel there's truth to that as a subset of the population to see trends. We're just a vocal minority. Nyxkeys, a lot of our sales aren't on Discord either. If vendors started asking for Discord usernames on the order form, then maybe. Kind of like how artisan raffle forms ask for usernames. Yeah, I don't even know if it's worth getting that information, like if it would be worth it, because like I kind of feel like if a vendor were to do it, it would be pretty annoying for people, like they wouldn't be happy with it. I kind of feel like most people wouldn't even want to give their Discord handles, like there's like a privacy to it that I think people appreciate. So, let's see, how do I open this? What's the best way? Alright, we're just going to put on the feet, then we'll put on the gaskets, and we're basically kind of close to being done. Close enough, I guess. You want to make the sale as seamless as you can. Unnecessary steps turn people off. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I wonder. I don't even know if like the Shopify platform would allow it. One way to do it would be to like have like a loyalty program like Nyxkeys does, and then essentially have one of the loyalty sort of rewards. Because like I don't know if you guys know, but like probably most of you do, on Nyxkeys there's that loyalty rewards program that gives you points, and when you first join up there's like a bunch of actions that you can do that give you free points, right? There's like, you know, connect with their Instagram, there's place your first order. I don't remember what they are, but there's like actions like that. And that loyalty program is not a Shopify, like it's not Shopify itself, but it must be integrated, right? Because you're using a Shopify account. And so like one of the rewards points sort of doohickeys could be you know, connect your Discord account or provide your Discord credentials, and then you could potentially run numbers. But I don't even know if it's worth all that effort. In that case, can't they just put a bunch of random letters? I don't know. Yeah, they could actually, but you'd have to have some kind of integrations, like maybe I'm not sure. Buttermuffin, thanks for supporting my friend. That's me. I have to go. Happy streaming. Continue to make inappropriate comments on my behalf. Thanks, dude. Yeah, Mikey, the back, honestly, it looks pretty nice. And like, the thing with this board is that because it's like angles, it's quite angular, it doesn't come through on stream. Like, it's hard to explain. Something about it just doesn't come through the same. Like for example, there's like, just even on the bottom lip, you can't quite see it. There's like a little chamfer, little angle, like right here. It's like, it's nice. It's fun. That noise, by the way, was Buttermuffin logging into Hearthstone. You heard the little chime. He said goodbye. He left to go play Hearthstone. I have to go. Okay, gasket time. Where'd they go? There they are. All right, we'll go 80, and then, and if we don't like it, we'll tinker with it later. Guess we know his priorities, yeah. For those that don't know, Hearthstone It's like basically digital Magic the Gathering, and there's a mode specifically called Hearthstone Battlegrounds, which is basically made after a Dota auto chess. It's basically what it's about. And there's a duos mode, and so that's kind of my one main game is Hearthstone, and my buddy and I, Buttermuffin, play Battlegrounds pretty often. Interesting. One of the things I always look at, or I like to look at, oh, there's side gaskets. I didn't even notice that. Oh. Yeah, one of the things I like to look at is clearance around the PCB. Um, and usually it's like, at least I've noticed, that when the clearance around the PCB is like super tight, like case and PCB, usually I've noticed those boards sound better. I don't know like what exactly the scientific reason for that is, but when there is really tight tolerances around the PCB in the case, usually it seems to sound better. Sinister, I did not use foam. It's foamless. Okay. So, since we're going Evil Dolch, do we want to switch to the copper accents, or do we leave it as is? I'm kind of thinking we leave it. I'm not sure how the copper will look with the Evil Dolch. I think it's just black and red, right? Yeah, it's just black and red. Okay. Screwdriver is here. Leave it. We will leave it. Okay. I think the black and white weight would look better and match better. So I actually agree with you. I do think the black weight would look better. The problem is I don't know if it'll sound better. So what we can do is once we've put it all together, because the weight is literally just external screws on the back, it's super easy for us to just swap them out and do a pseudo back-to-back sound test. I'm actually quite curious how that will go. So we can give that a shot and see how it affects the sound. Because the weight is not super thick, but it has a decent heft to it. Enough that I think it'll pretty significantly change the sound profile of the board. Oh. I think this is going to be good. I think it's going to be really good. It. Yeah, Mikey, this is it's a great set. I really like it too. I actually kind of think that this set is perfect on this board. Although you know what, the Jataka set I think could have worked really well. The KKB Jataka set I think would have been real nice too. What? Komori's here? Holy crap! Hey, dude. Komori is one of the regulars on the Nyxkeys server, and the dude basically decided about a week ago that he hated all of us, and he left, and he's been gone for the last week. I heard that he won the lottery, but yeah, he's been absent, so he came out of the dead to join us. Thanks, dude. I felt dead for a bit. Yeah, glad you're back, man. Wait, are you back, or did you just like peek up out of the out of your hibernation for the stream, and then you're going away again? That's not. Wait a second. Oh no. Okay. I messed up. So I don't know if you can see it, but the stab here has popped out. Oh, god damn it. I have no idea if there's a way to do this fast. I think I'm in big trouble. If it's a clip-in, just press on it where the stem is. I think it's popped out. I think it's like fully popped out. And like, yeah, cause like, okay, so like, you know how, with clip-ins, there's the part that first kind of hooks in, and then there's the snap-in part that goes in after. I think it's the part that hooks in that somehow came loose or something. And if that's the case, I don't know if there's a super easy way to do this without taking the whole frickin' build apart. You know, it's funny, like, I haven't made a mistake like this in probably a long time. Like, the last time I've had to take a whole build apart because I forgot something, it was a while ago. And there's something about being on stream and sort of like the whole experience of this where you're talking, building, looking at chat, sort of like doing all these different things at once. There's something about this that is like, I don't know, it's very interesting. It's a unique experience, but also like I've forgotten super basic things already. So like, for example, this like stupid stab thing would never have happened, or like almost never have happened otherwise. Oh yeah, okay. I don't know if you can see it because of the light, but like you see here how the stab is like properly clipped in, and then here how it's like kind of not. Maybe we can push it in. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? I think I just screwed up. Let's try this. Yeah. Stupid stabs have little tabs like Neo boards. Do you have those as well? It's like a little tab that's supposed to like kind of get pushed in, but yeah. God damn it. All right. It is what it is. You may not have to tear it all out. Pulling some of the surrounding... Oh, yeah, should give you enough flex. Okay, that's a good point. We'll try that. Let's try that. Okay. I wonder if something is wrong with this stab, because it does not want to cooperate at all. It's happened very rarely, but I have had stabs that were like totally defective. Like they just came weirdly built. Oh, that worked. Matt, you're a genius. Okay. Matt, you're a genius. That worked. All right, let's do a quick test. You're a genius. That worked. Beautiful. I'm still recovering from 2 injuries in front. Holy shit, dude! Is that why you've been absent? You got, what were the injuries? That's nuts. Jesus. Oh, hey, Barra. Thanks for joining. Okay. That was good. Matt saving the day. I was about to rip this whole thing apart. Alright, we're in business. Glad I could be semi-useful. Brother, you saved me at least 10 minutes. That's 10 minutes that I could never get back. Would have been gone forever. Hurt my arm, elbow, and calf. And I was poisoned a bit for the first half of the week, which is why you're sick. Jesus. Matt, I pay in nav bucks. If you get 100 nav bucks, you will get 1 uncomfortably long bear hug that is firm yet gentle. And for the help that you've given me, you will get 10 whole nav bucks. Okay, we're back in business. Let's go. Okay. Nice. Oh, is that similar to key snap? No, they're just gaskets. There's a proper gasket tabs on the plate. I'll pull out one of the PP plates. You can take a look at it, but there's a proper gasket tabs on the plate. So there's just straight up normal silicone gaskets. Damn, Matt always winning. Yeah. I'm so down for that. Start an Excel to keep track of it. Where do you live, dude? Are you even close to me? Are you Montreal, Ottawa crew? Dude, Barra, this case. So I was talking to. I said this a bunch of times. There's something about this. It just does not come through on stream and in pictures. I don't know what it is. But a lot of times when you see a board, at least I think, when you see a board on stream, you kind of get a feel for it, right? Like you kind of get an idea of what it looks like and how it feels in person. Every once in a while, there's a board that it isn't like that, and this is one of them. When I first got it and I took it out and I saw it through the plastic case, there's just something about it that was like pretty striking. I think it's the color. It's the color and the angles, honestly, because like it doesn't quite come through. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't quite come through, but in person it's like something about it. Is there another board that's like that? I'm trying to think. The Parabolica 60 was another one that was like that. Like it looked pretty on stream, but in person it was like big wow. Yeah. Alright, we're back. Okay. Arizona. Matt is Arizona. Okay, you know what? I have a dad, who lives in California. He happens to be my only dad, but he is also a dad. And I do make it to San Francisco once every couple years, so maybe one day I go to San Francisco and you drive over to California, and you can collect on your uncomfortably long but firm bear hug. Yeah, it looks incredible. I guess anodized colors are hard to capture. Always sure to look at some pics. Yeah, you know, honestly, now that I'm doing this whole streaming thing, I need to start taking pictures better. I forgot. Does this set come with a mod colored? It doesn't, huh? Too bad. I prefer the mod colored pipe. I like the consistency down the mod column, but it's okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if snow crashes are going to be it for me. I prefer my boards to have slightly louder sounds. I prefer louder configs. Now, Jeff was saying that the snow crashes are amazing for space bars, and I actually haven't tried it yet. Jeff Scooped Bar, Jeff. For a long time, he talks about how good snow crashers are for space bars. He's been telling me to try it on the F1, which is why I got them. But they do sound like maybe quieter switches, maybe. So we'll see. We'll see how I like them on this board. I have a feeling most of you will like it, but... Okay. You only have one dad, skill issue. Part of my sales territory covers the South Bay area. I will do it for you. All right. Is this Evil Dolch? Yes, it is. Evil Dolch. That's just why I run split backspace. That's, oh god, you know what? Frickin' Phoenix, Keep Science, who's also known as Phoenix, this guy has been like a bit of a, like a future teller, a fortune teller, whatever. Because I remember when I first joined, I was so stubborn that 6.25 was the best space bar. Why would you give up keys? It's like, it's the only good way, blah, 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 blah. And then he just kind of rolled his eyes at me and was like, bro, just get with the times, like you'll see. And by the way, while I'm talking, do we do the enamel, Nyxkeys enamel Nov artisan for the delete key? Do we do one of the patina caps, or do we just do like a standard Evil Dolch delete? That's your decision. And so Phoenix would kind of always just tell me that 7U is the way, and then one day I tried it, and I really kind of, my eyes opened up, and I was like, God damn it, he's never gonna let this go. And then it's happened again, like multiple times. I was a KKB fanatic, like only bought it, straight up objectively preferred KKB over GMK. And then again, Phoenix just kind of like quietly rolls his eyes, and he's like, blah, blah, blah. And then lately, I've been coming around on the GMK thing too. I'm still not into it like 100%. I still think it's way the hell too expensive. Oh God. Okay, good. But I'm actually starting to really enjoy it to the point that I might even like it slightly more. Freaking Phoenix, man. If the trend continues, one of these days, I'm going to be a split backspace guy too. I would have seen the artisan on the escape. I mean, we can do multiples. I'm not sure if the brass kind of goes with this set, the patina brass. So yeah, okay, we can do enamel on the escape. We can do that. The truth will set you free. Did I just hear that right? Naveed is coming to GMK. Okay, so I have very recently, in the last month or two, started to really like GMK, where I put it on a somewhat equal footing to KKB if we're talking about mech market prices. I am not doing frickin' brand new GMK pricing. They can go suck a sock. Uh-oh. Is this... Okay, that was a little tight, but Yeah, blot would look good. I actually do have KKB Cherry, which is like similar enough, but it's on a board. It's on that board, right there. We're almost done. Suck a sock. I like that. I'm stealing that. You can steal it, Scrubs. Anything you want, my dear friend. Okay, this is pretty good. Okay, I like this. I like it. Okay, where's my delete? Is there no R1 delete in this set? There's no R1 delete. Huh. I thought it was just, I think it's the full base. It's not just, I mean, I guess it is the TKL base, but it does have extra bits. There's an F13, there's R2 backspace. Huh. Okay. So I guess this is coming off. Yeah, I mean, it's not the full base with the oh, I mean, maybe I wasn't cut out for this. Maybe I should, I don't know. Oh, okay. We're fine. Everything's fine. Okay, page up, page down. Okay, this slaps. I like it. This looks great. This looks really good. Whew. Okay, so we'll do a type test, and then we're going to figure out if we want to switch the copper weight to the alu weight. Let's pack this up. One thing I gotta do real quick. Okay, how do I... There we go. Okay. Let's clean up a little bit, and then we'll go to... Wait, no, I'm still gonna need this for the weight. Okay. Away. Let's put the other artisans away. The knobs can go away. Okay. Right fork and stuff. This can go away. Moment of truth. Colleague Charles, how's the first stream going? It's going pretty good, man. We got a good sound test time finally, yeah. So I think most of our streams are probably going to go this way, and I'm probably going to make a mistake somewhere along the way because I'm a little bit nervous. And I'd say this is probably an hour and a half until we get to type test. I think I did okay. All right. Okay. What do we think? I like it. I really like it. Yeah, the spacebar I'm not sure about, but I think it's because it's the 6.25. I think because when I first heard it, because I don't really use, I actually don't think any of my boards are 625 anymore. The only one that's 625 is the Noose because it's locked. Uh, Actually, that's not true. I have two, but I don't use them that often. I'm not used to this. Here, this is the spacebar. I'm wondering if we try a different switch. I love the alphas. I love the mods. I think the spacebar is a 6.25. I think it's just the 625. Let's. Alphas sound really good. I don't mind the spacebar. Look, I don't think there's anything wrong with the spacebar. It's just not quite what I typically like, and I think it's because it's the six versus the 7. Let's try a different switch, but I don't know how much that's gonna help. All right, what do we try? I have basically, I don't know, not anything, but I have a lot. We can go to the library for this. We can do cherry, we can do MX blacks, we can go Nyxkeys, long pole we can do. Do we go bright long pole or... I feel like if it's too bright, it might not work. Because this sounds not... I can't put my thoughts into words, but man, does this keyboard sound keyboardy. It really does. Honestly, I really like it. Okay, we can try the pedal. Okay, you know what? Let's just try a couple. Let's try them from the backlog. Stubbs joined us. Yes, you made it. You made it indeed. Okay. All right, we'll try the Sunset Gleams, and we'll see how this does. Yeah, the feet are on, Elite. They're just shallower feet. I can put bump-ons on it later if it's a bit thuddy for you guys. Is it thuddy? Just you can kind of maybe reposition the mic if it's thuddy. All right, let's just... Yeah, this is the Gleams, the Sunset Gleam V2s. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Gleam V2s are, I think they're possibly too bright. We can try, now do the whole board. I'm not sure if I want to do a whole rebuild already, but maybe we'll do one later. All right, this is the HMX Wuche Arowanas, the yellows. These are a bit deeper. You know what? Let's try a type test with this. This actually might not be terrible. Let's try this out. what? I like this. Huh. Do you have a cilantro? It might make the spacebar pop. I do have cilantros. Although I have snowfalls right here, and I think snowfalls are... Snowfall? Yeah, snowfalls. The tactiles. I think they are deeper ones too. We can try those. Right now, I really like this arowana. But with the board as a whole might sound better. Stubbs, are you saying like changing the whole board to the arowanas, or like having the whole board be one consistent switch? All right, these are the Snowfall, HMX Snowfall. With the board, no, having that switch in spacebar with what was in the board sounded better. Huh. Yeah, I agree. So this is the Snowfall. I think I like the HMX arowanas better so far. I'm not sure about this one. I think I like the arowanas better. Let's try this. No. No, I'm not feeling it. No, that's not it for me. Okay, I think I like the arowanas. Do we try the blossoms that are over here, or do we just put the arowanas in? I think the arowanas are it for me. Blossom. Okay, let's try the blossom. The Blossom is one of the new line of cherry switches. It came out around the same time as the Petals, the Petal Lights. The Petal Light is kind of like a MX Brown-ish switch that you can kind of use stock. I'm using it stock, and it's pretty good. I don't know exactly what the claim to fame of this one is. I kind of think that this is supposed to be like a new and improved Nyxkey, I think, but I don't actually know a whole lot about it. Valk on the Nyxkeys server was raving about it for a while, which is why I got a set to try. All right, let's see. No. No. That's awful. Oh, that hurts my feelings. I won't blame the Switch. Maybe it needs a different board to shine. Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, it's the cherry blossoms. Okay, you know what? Let's try a cherry switch. All right. Long pole cherry. Hear me out. You mean like cherry stubs? Is that what you mean? Like a MX Black with stub stems? Made and designed by the one and only Squirrely Stubbs. Is that what you're talking about, my dear friend? Yes. So for those that don't know, This is an MX Black that is basically spring swapped only with a custom stub stem that you can get on Bull keyboards and maybe Whiplash when Whiplash is up and running, but also possibly directly from Squirrely Stub if you message him. Maybe. I actually don't know. I'm just guessing. Okay. Oh, Nav, by the way, I found something cool. What did you find? Tell me. Okay. Okay. Let's try this out. I don't know if this is it. I'm hearing a bit of ticking though. Maybe the stabs need a bit more. Maybe they need something in there. Yeah, I'm just gonna. We'll just put a little bit of lube and put a little bit in the stab. We'll see if that'll help. Nope, that's not it. There we go. Maybe a milky switch. So I can use the Gateron pluses. TTC made a switch. It's supposed to be like a modified MX. Oh, I'm down to try that. If it's made, like ready to go, if you want to send me a link, I'm definitely going to try it. Oh, hey, EJ. Thanks for joining, man. Oh, Glenn is back too. Hey, guys. Okay, so we're having some trouble with the space bar. And I was getting a little bit of ticking. And it might... So I like maze stabs. So these are maze stabs. And I've realized recently that Knight V4s on the space bar are particularly good. It was Sithlex's recommendation that got me to try that. So I might have to change the spacebar stab, but I don't want to do it yet. I want to make this work. So we'll put cherry stubs back in. We'll see if it was lubing. That's better. I think it's just 625, honestly. Yeah, this is not the way. I think so far the Arowanas, the HMX yellow Arowanas, are the winners for me. You might need to bend it upwards a bit. The stabs, you mean? Like the wire? Because I balanced the wire. What the heck? That was the wrong. I put the switch in the wrong. So like, well, you can see there's like 3 different switch holes back to back. It's because this thing supports 7, 6, but also split. And I think I put it in the split one. All right, listen. Right? That's the Arowana, the HMX Arowana. Yeah, to me, this is the best so far. It's the Arowana. I never would have guessed that. Let's just do a quick one. Let's see how it is. Yeah, like this is legit good, right? Yeah, that's the best. Okay, I did bring MX Blacks out. Let's try MX Blacks. This will be our last one. If this doesn't work, we're gonna stick with the Arowanas because I think I'm happy with the Arowanas. To me, they're actually quite good. And you know what's funny about these? So Mikey sent over a batch of switches, and he threw those in. I didn't even ask for them. I wasn't even that interested in them. And every time I've tried them, there's been something about them that I've never stuck with them. That's why they've stayed in the backlog. So it's kind of funny to me that those switches, of all switches, are the ones that are saving this spacebar for me. I don't want to rebuild this thing because I like in terms of actual use, I'm gonna need the Windows key. And so if I rebuild it with 7, it's gonna have two 1.5 mods left and right. So I'll have a control and an alt because I need my control and alt. Wow. Yeah, because the problem is I use a Mac for work, right? So I kind of need all three. And then it will leave us with, I think, one here. Is that right? One or two? I don't remember. No, two. We'll have two 1.5s here and two 1.5s here. So I kind of want to try to make the 6.25 work if I can. All right, let's see how the cherry does. Not bad. Oh, Yappa, thanks for joining, man. No, you know what? I'm sorry, but the frickin' Arowanas are the winners, which is like so wild to me. Arowanas are the winners. Wild. Who would have guessed? Did I just... Come on. The switch that I said was the winner is the one that I just packed up and put away. Alright, let's put it back in. Yo, this sounds good. I like that. This is Snow Crash, which goes... Where did I put Snow Crash? Whatever, we'll put it here for now. Okay. Alright, so this is the build. The only thing I'm wondering if we want to try... Hey, good night, Keybox. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it, man. The only thing I want to try, I'm wondering if we want to try the Alu weight. Yeah, Glenn, so the Snow Crash is what's in here, and it's my first time using them. I had a batch that I got off Mech Market that was from Gen 1 Snow Crash, and the Gen 1 Snow Crash had the syringe effect, so it's like it kind of like was like had a suction-y kind of effect to it on the way up, so it was like slow on the return. These are those I wasn't really able to use because like they required a lot of work. These are the Gen 2 Snow Crashes that fixed that. That's my first time using them. So what we've been doing is copper weight so far. I always forget about the music, you know. Do we want to try with the Alu weight or do we leave it? If anyone's curious, we can do it real quick, but I think copper's probably the way. So this is the copper weight, and then this is the Alu weight, right? So yeah, so actually that's the whole reason to try it out. So the weight bar does change the sound and feel. So essentially the more dense the board is, the more it cuts down on the resonance. So, like as an example, with a board like the F1, the Geon F1, there's like a ton of internal copper weights, and with the copper weights added, it made the board too quiet, a little bit too quiet for me. And so my favorite config for that board is with the weights removed. The Secret, for example, the Kibe board, this one, in the stock config, it comes with the basic alu weight. So this is not copper, right? This is just like an anode alu weight. Um, and then it also comes with a stainless steel weight that's quite a bit heavier. And there's like a very, very clean and clear difference between this weight and the stainless steel weight. This one, with this one in it, the whole board is like much louder, much, much, much brighter. And then with the steel weight, kind of subdues it a little bit, cuts down on the resonance. Technically, it makes the sound cleaner, but I actually much prefer the alu weight on the Secret, which is why I have it configured that way. So, okay, let's just do a quick one, and then we're going to quickly swap the weight and see how it does, and then we'll close shop. Okay, so very quickly. All right, very quickly, this is alu weight Snow Crash with HMX yellow arowana space bar, 80 gaskets. Okay, let's do a fast swap and see if the alu weight changes things. Oh, Mochief, welcome. Glad you joined, man. If I didn't go orange, I was looking at the green. So you know what? So I have the Secret from Kibe, right? I got it for helping out with like Kibe is a sponsor, but I also help Kibe out with some of their website stuff. It's not paid or anything. It's like Chester's a buddy. He's a friend, so I just help him out. So like he's a sponsor, but he's also a friend. So like take that for whatever you will. But so I got the green one, but the one I actually ended up ordering for myself was the orange one, but I also got the copper add-on. So what I'm thinking of doing is taking the green one and turning the green one into the copper build. So essentially it would be the copper mid piece, which would be this piece peeking through here, right? So the actual mid piece of the board, and then it would have full copper weight. So that's what I'm thinking of converting this one into when I get it. And then the orange one that comes in, I'm gonna leave with the orange and the black, and that one's going to get Skidata. And we'll see how it goes. Sorry for the noise. My worry is that the copper won't work for me. What do you mean copper won't work? What are you worried about? Thanks for stopping by, Keep Science. Appreciate it, man. Okay. Yeah, so like just in my hand, there's a noticeable difference in weight and feel. All right. Alu weight. So you can hear it, right? It's like, for me at least, very, very clear difference sitting here. it sounds a little bit brighter, and there's like noticeably a bit more resonance to it. Now it's a very pleasant, for me at least, it's like very pleasant. Let's just do it one more time. Clear difference to me. You know what, Mikey? If you were to get the copper mid and the copper weight on the secret, I think, no, you know what? Yeah, because the dark blue with the red, you still have the red accent, right? So like even if you were to replace it, you still have that red accent here. So it's possible that the copper aesthetically might look a bit wonky because you have the red accent with the blue color, and the yeah, that might be a bit weird. All right. In terms of sound, I actually think I prefer the copper. Normally, I prefer brighter and more resonant, but on this one, I think the perfect balance for me is copper. So we're going to put the copper weight back in, and then I think that'll be it for us. Then I got to clean up, and then I got to go give my wife some love and attention because she is carrying my child, well, our child, and it's a lot of hard work because that baby is fucky. Okay, that is a chunky baby, and it is a heavy baby, and you know, I gotta thank her for carrying all that extra weight on her back and her belly, if you know what I mean. It's a lot of work. Okay. Thanks, Bara. It will be a July baby, so it is a baby boy. We're expecting an early July. It is a baby boy, and it is a chunky baby. She kept telling me, when I first met her, she said, hey, I mean, not day one, right? But you know what I mean. Hey, I want a chunky baby. You have to give me a chunky baby. And I said, okay, I'll do my best. And then after she found out she's pregnant, she said, hey, you remember, chunky baby. So I said, okay, yes, chunky baby. Yeah, it's noticeably heavier with the copper weight. You know what? If I change the switches, I might play around with the weight if I do a rebuild later. Just babies are the best babies and human beings in general. Just saying. Yeah, totally. Babies are great. No matter what, babies are good. July babies are always the youngest in class. You know what's funny? I was one of the youngest in class as well. Not the youngest, but among the youngest. But hopefully, the kid will not be. It will be a chunky baby, which means it'll have a little bit of heft to him. So maybe the youngest, but not the smallest. We'll see. Either way, all good. Yeah, for me, copperweight is the winner. I like both, but copperweight is the winner. Okay, these snow crashes are good. I'm loving this board. Loving this board. This is nice. Looks great. Beautiful. Alright guys, I think that's all she wrote. Thank you very much for joining on our first stream. I really appreciate it, guys. Holy crap. You guys stuck around. Wow. Alright, let's see. Is there anyone to raid? Do you guys know? Can I do a raid? Is that something I can do? Yeah, Platy, I might, or Platy. I might do some tinkers. I typically like to leave my boards as is for around a week after I build them, and then I usually tinker with them after. Let's see if there's someone we can raid. Ah, Mango's online. Okay, let's raid Mango. Okay. Mango keeps. Thank you so much, guys. See you next week, Saturday at 1.
And I don't vibe with clickies like that.